I've seen some of the greatest comedy ever done, and I feel so lucky to have seen all of it. But what made me want to be what I'm like is a long story. The single most impactful thing that I've ever seen, I was maybe 19 years old. I opened for Richard Pryor at Newark Symphony Hall. I got there early, and I met Mr. Pryor before the show, and I could see, like, I was eyeballing him that he wasn't feeling well. And by this time, everyone knew he had MS and all that. I just don't know what MS does to people, but I knew that whatever it does, it was doing it. And so I say to myself, you know what? I want to do good, but let me just take it easy because it's like a legend. So I just did the housekeeping job. I got the crowd good and warm, and they didn't want to see me anyway. They wanted to see him. And then I go and I get off the stage. He had the intro where his man goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, the most two beautiful words in comedy, Richard Pryor." Man, crowd goes nuts. And he goes out there, and you could tell early on that this was not his night. And maybe 30 minutes into his set, he stops, and it's something I wouldn't even know you could do. He looks at the crowd and he goes, "Look," he goes, "I want to do this for you guys, but," he goes, "I'm not feeling well." He said, "I'm sorry." He goes, "I don't got it in me tonight. I'm sorry." Just like that. And man, you could hear like pin drop. And then this guy in the back of the room jumps to his feet like that. He jumps up, he goes, "We love you, Richard." And the place exploded. Longest, loudest ovation. Like, man, it went on, and he stood there. And then, okay, I'm young, right? But then I realized what I'm looking at, that this is his last show for them. They probably will never see him live again. And people were crying and wiping tears out their eyes, and he looked a little emotional. And to me, it was the first time I had seen like actual love, like bouncing off the walls. Like, man, they love this person. And if I had never seen that, I wouldn't even know that's something to want, because no one has it like Richard like that. And when I saw that, more than any type of style, I'm like, man, I want to be like that. And that notion made me work, I think, more patiently than I would have. But that was the moment I knew that fame was one of the things I wanted. But whatever the hell that thing Richard had, that moment,